Hi, this short video will show you how to drag formulas in Excel and create a graph. So I'm going to do this using the example of bank discount yields for one-year T-bills. So you guys have part of this for the first problem set, but there are 3 other T-bills in that Excel spreadsheet. So what we want to do is calculate the prices for each one of these months and associated annualized bank discount yields, and then graph those prices. So the first thing that I want to do is to copy the date column and move it over. So essentially I have a separate section for the prices. So now I'm going to create a column of the prices, and you guys can figure out the formula on your own. It's pretty straightforward. But essentially it's 1 minus, for a one-year T-bill, it's 1 minus the bank discount yield times the par value, which is 10,000. Okay, so a bank discount yield of 2.35%, right, means a price today of that one-year bond of $9,765. So how do I drag this? Well, what's really nice is I only have to put in this formula one time, and then you'll notice that as you go to the end of this cell, a plus sign shows up. So you basically want to grab this plus sign and drag it down. To the end of this series. And in doing that, what is dragged is the formula. So let's go to the last data point in this series. And you can see what it's doing is it's calculating price based on 1 minus this bank discount yield. That's what the B994 tells you, that it's referencing this cell here, B94. And it's calculating the price based on that. So now that we've copied this formula over, let's make a graph. So you want to highlight the columns that you want to graph. And then you go to Insert, Line, and this first one will do the trick. So notice that this has placed the graph in your Excel spreadsheet. I don't really want to do that. I want a separate graph. So that's under the Move Chart option. So I can move the chart. Now I can move it somewhere within the same sheet, or I can create a new sheet, and you can give the sheet a name, which is nice, Graph One-Year T-bill. Okay, so now I have a separate sheet for the graph. What I would like to do now is to change the title. And so you can do this here under Chart Title. You can change the location, but usually if you just click on here, prices of one-year T-bills. Okay. And because I made it pretty clear what this graph is about, I'm going to delete this because it's no longer necessary. There you go. So I have created a formula to calculate the price. I've dragged that formula down, and then I have graphed all of my results, and this is what it looks like.